What a strange analogy.
1, 2. Okay, so this is what? That's an 11. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, one of the first major antagonists it introduced is a guy named Zest, who basically exists only to make really awful hot takes, and he's pretty great. So... okay, so these are ones.
I've also been, like, playing through a bunch of random stuff on my Steam library. Just old games, things like that. Just to... I don't even know why, I was just, like, going through. What did I play lately? I played Dear Esther for the first time, just because I was like, hell with it, it probably don't take that long. It only took an hour. It was interesting, but...
one of the things that I know about Dear Esther, because I've never played it myself either, but one of the things I do know is that it's actually like not randomized, but like the stuff you see on any given like run of it changes. So it might be worth watching.
Are you sure it's the same game?
Yeah, no, it might be worth having another run through, because it's one of those walking simulators where it actually does, like, every run is a little bit different, and it gives you like a little bit different details about what happened.
Huh. I didn't get that impression at all.
Well, it doesn't tell you that that's what it's doing.
Well, maybe I will. I played that. I replayed. I was kind of in like just a simple exploratory type of mood, so I replayed Gone Home for the first time in like 5 years. That's still good. I still like that. There was obviously around the time it came out, there was arguments about whether or not it should even be considered a game, because you're just walking around and not really playing a game. Traditional, but like, nah, fuck off. It's still fine.
Let's not open that particular can of worms.
I don't know why that one would be considered not a game compared to some other ones, unless you just want to go with the idea that walking sims are not games, period.
It's also less that and more the
other stuff. The rest of it.
The other content in it. Yeah.
It's still it's enjoyable. I liked it. Still, I should say, because I liked it at the beginning. I liked it originally as well. I'm erasing. What else? What else? I played Pony Island.
Oh, that's a trip.
I knew the twist or whatever, but I didn't realize like it goes off with the twist like immediately and gets meta that way, like super fast. I was like, okay, I knew what was gonna happen. I knew the idea behind it. I just didn't realize how quickly it would do so. And then, yeah, that was fun. And then I uninstalled it because it's what the game told me to do.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to listen to Satan, then, you know, what are you even doing with your life?
Well, he didn't tell me to do that. The dude I saved in the game told me to do that because otherwise he would be trapped forever. So I uninstalled the game.
Wow, it's so selfless. Sacrificing your game so that man could go free.
I got back 100 megs of space or whatever it is. What else? I played like 3 or 4 or 5 games. Just kind of looking down the list that I can spot. I was looking for like short things that.
Right.
Oh, I played Antichamber.
Oh, Antichamber is great. I love that game.
I finally beat it because I started playing it like years ago and I never really went back to finish it. I finally beat it. Didn't complete it like full on, but yeah, that one is a trip. You want a trippy game? That's a trippy game.
No, that's not there.
That's like I don't even know if I'd compare it to The Witness in terms of like just kind of how it gets trippy sometimes.
It's basically Portal if like Portal like took a huge hit of acid before the game started.
Yeah. It does make you feel smart when you figure something out, though. It's a puzzle game that really messes with expectations and like perspectives. It's really cool.
It's non-Euclidean is what makes it really hard to kind of wrap your head around at first.
Yeah.
Because just like things that you're expecting to connect don't, and it really fucks with you if you don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah. And when I picked it up, I knew it would do stuff like that, because I guess I was reading the page and I watched the videos on it or whatever. And so I was cool with that. But yeah, it really fucks with you and like your sense of space and where you are. There's apparently a lot of like little secrets and things like that to find in it too, but
yeah, I never got the true ending in it, but I did finish it. I quite enjoyed that game.
Yeah. Was there anything else? I don't think there was anything else, but it was that. I was just kind of like playing these little like shorter type of games. That's this one's done as well. These little shorter games.
Here, this one. Oh yeah, doing those hurdles.
He's frozen on the hurdle.
You know, sometimes the hurdle gets you, and sometimes that you successfully pass over it without causing a rift in space-time continuum.
Playing too much Antichamber. And then the other one that I'm playing now, and I'm not that far into it, but I'm playing Yakuza 0 for the first time.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm quite enjoying it. It's a lot of fun so far. It feels like a slow burn at times, but I think that's it feels like it's on purpose.
I've heard a lot of really good things about the series, but like the actual like minute-to-minute gameplay of it is the sort of thing that just turns me off really hard. So
that's the thing. It's that's what I mean by slow burn. Is you have like all this like the story stuff going on in it, the serious Yakuza plot and whatever, but then you also have all this like extra stuff where you kind of just do things because maybe that's kind of like what Kiryu would do, is just go and hang out and do things, meet people, have fun. And a lot of times in games I feel like that's not stuff I really care to do too much of, but for whatever reason, some games the setting is right or the character is good enough that I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna kind of like play as the character more than play as me, the player. And so that's what leads me to be like doing all sorts of side events. Like there's no reason for me to really go running off and do disco dancing rhythm games or whatever, other than well, they are kind of fun, but yeah, like it's the 80s. Kiryu's having a good time amidst all this crazy plot or whatever. So yeah, I'm enjoying the slow burn. It's the same kind of feeling I got when I played Sleeping Dogs. I didn't beat that one, but I played it enough that I was kind of taken in by the representation of Hong Kong there. And this was like around the time I got a new graphics card and my PC was upgraded a bit. And so I was like, it was one of the prettiest games I'd like played, period. And so I literally would just like walk around the city, not even like get in a car and drive, but just like walk around the city, like just looking at how like gorgeous the environment looked in the game. And that's kind of the same feeling I've gotten as I play Yakuza, because it's just like this really, it's like a small open world, which means that you can kind of take the time to get more, to know it better. I feel like the smaller open worlds are actually like way better. Like how big a game is, it doesn't really matter unless you put stuff in it. And I feel like it's doing really well in that regard. So I'm enjoying my time with it. I can't wait to keep playing it.
Yeah, everything that I've heard about it basically paints it as sort of like, it's Shenmue, if Shenmue was done with an ounce of competence.
I could see that. But I also feel like that's selling it a bit short. It is definitely its own sort of thing. The other thing that I really like about it, and I know that this was probably done because of budget and whatever, but the fact that it's all Japanese voice lines. The reason I like that is there are some games that come out where like the game is so like steeped in one culture or whatever that it would feel weird to have the localization or like have English voices. I feel like this is one of those games, since it's so rooted in like, you know, Japan and, you know, Yakuza and culture and things like that. I just feel like having it be subtitles only, just, I like the presentation a bit more. Going back to Sleeping Dogs, one of the things I wished that it had, but I was ultimately okay with, was I wished that it had like a Chinese voiceover, because what they would do in the game is the characters would talk in English, but they would intersperse Chinese words into it, and I had to go and turn on the subtitles because they were saying like actual words, like important words in their lines, but they don't like subtitle it if you don't have the actual subtitles on. So they're just like speaking English, and then suddenly a Chinese word you don't know pops in. And so a part of me was like, I just wish that they had full Chinese voice acting for it, because these characters are, you know, they are Chinese.
Hang on. Nope, there we go. Okay, I fixed it, we're good.
Cool.
But
it didn't, and so it was fine in the end.
Something you may find very interesting is...
I'm fucking up down here, though.
Oh, yeah, we are. Hang on. That's gotta be out, because this has to be a 3. Oh, no.
What have you done here? This was a 9.
This is wrong. This has... There's that. Here we go. 6, 2... Okay, we're good.
No, we're not. We're not. Not yet. Oh, this is not. This goes here. These are not, because we are not marking things. We're bullshitting. This is 9.
But yeah, something you may find very interesting is that when the original Yakuza, when it was released on PS2, was voice acted in English.
Mm-hmm. I assume it was originally.
And it's
not good, I assume.
I mean, it included Mark Hamill as Majima, among other things.
Oh, okay. That's funny. I have not met Majima yet. But I know he's somewhere.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, I'm having fun with it. And though I'm not far, we'll see how it goes. See how the rest of it goes. The only thing I'm bad at is I'm really bad at the fighting so far. But I'm really good at bowling.
Well, I mean, if you're only going to be
First game of bowling, 3 frames. Strike, spare, +9.
Nice.
I was like, okay.
I mean, if you're only going to be good at one thing, you might as well pick that.
Yeah. Well, that was funny.
1. Yeah, that's a 1. Okay, well, this has got to be
And I just got a my backer code for Time Spinner, which is another. 2018 is the year of Metroidvania stuff, isn't it? Time Spinner is another Metroidvania, but I haven't kept up with the game that much, so I'm kind of going back. I'm going into it sort of blind.
Well, you know, that is theoretically how you should be going into a Metroidvania.
Well, I mean, like, I don't remember much about, like, the premise, the concept, I know there's, like, time mechanics in it, because, well, Time Spinner makes it sound like time mechanics. But that's about all I remember. I don't remember much else about it. So, but the backer code came through, and, well, I guess I'm gonna check that out later. Are we already getting fucked here?
2, 3, 4, 5. That creates a 2 and a 1. Yeah, I'm just doing some corner.
You're cornering?
I'm doing some corner work here.
This one does not look so pleasant.
That hits a 6, so that's not gonna work. The good news is this 5 is right next to a 1-1, so anything that's adjacent is automatically wrong.
How are you going? How are you climbing up that fast? Are you just continually doing the corner thing, going up and down?
And
well, I mean, you can do this now.
Yeah, that's it. It's top corner. So that is the only thing that will not make this 1-1 immediately implode. 4, I can at least mark those off, and then because that's a 2-2, so I can't do anything with that.
Okay.
Alright, well that's better.
Yeah, it's a little bit of something.
There we go.
So I don't know what else I've got at this point. That's kind of it for me and playing games.
Trying to think. I have oh, the Torna, the Golden Country dropped this week. I was gonna play that.
Oh, for Xenoblade.
Yeah. I was gonna play it, but I'm like, you know, I'm not really ready for another Xenoblade experience, considering I beat I finished 2 pretty recently, so like I'm gonna take a break from that.
Yeah, I don't have Xenoblade 2 at all.
Xenoblade...
I didn't finish 1. I never bought X.
I mean, I don't blame you on some of those things.
Well, I liked 1. It's just that my save is stuck on the Wii. And I don't have my Wii with me. B, I didn't feel like rebuying it when it came out on the Wii U eShop. And 3, I wasn't going to buy it on the 3DS.
Did you even have a new 3DS to buy it on?
No, so I didn't even have to worry about it.
I actually did have the 3DS version for a little while. It wasn't nearly as bad as everyone said it was, but it is definitely a non-ideal way of playing the game.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed 1. It's just, I fell off. I fall off a lot of games.
It's a lot easier to fall off of games when they're fucking, like, 80-hour JRPGs.
The reason I've played through as much stuff as I have on Switch is the fact that a lot of my gaming kind of switched over to a pick up and play style, and the Switch totally facilitates that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
Like, I just grab a game and like play it for 15 minutes or something like that. And that's kind of how I've been playing a lot of stuff. I'm surprised I've been sitting down and playing as much as I have on PC lately, because that usually stops me from doing it.
Yeah, I am very much a Switch convert. I am all about that Switch lifestyle. So. Yep.
I just don't have any rooftop parties to go to.
I could probably organize one, but you know, that's weird.
A ways away.
I can confirm that the whole, like, you know, bringing out your Switch on the airplane and then, like, engaging conversation, that's actually, like, straight up. That fucking happens, man. It's weird as shit, but it totally fucking happens.
I have a number of friends from my major and stuff that are, like, jealous that I have one because they don't or whatever. And I'm like, it's real good, guys. It's just real good.
Like, I know the joke is that, like, you know, haha, like, every game should be on the Switch, God's perfect console, but, you know, it is.
I mean, I should announce right now, I'm a convert. The PS TV is no longer the king of consoles. It is Switch. Blind Sally will ban me for that one.
It's alright. Blind Sally is a man of peace and understanding.
You've done wrong.
Did I have a? Shit.
Yeah, because there's a 4.
Oh. I was trying to hit the one above it.
Ah.
And I was like, wait a minute, I know I did. I knew I was actually going to do something there. 1, 1, 1. Okay, that's out. So that's... Yeah, it's right here. That, you got it.
Oh, that was it. Well, Blind Sally can ban me, and then I can get Crow to reinstate me, probably. Probably not.
Yeah.
Just because you know a mod doesn't mean jack shit. I'll get Fadul to do it.
I was gonna say, you're gonna make me call in a favor with Fadul?
I don't need you to call in a favor. I can call him directly. He put up with me throughout the Danganronpa 2 LP. Did you see Kataru Uchikoshi and like a bunch of the other Danganronpa devs are now on their own
I saw
company making like 4 games?
I saw the game that ultimately comes out of that is either going to be like an absolute mindfuck or a complete train wreck, and there's no way to know which one it's going to be until it's like you're like 50
until you're
like
playing
50
it.
hours deep into it.
Yeah. But one way or another, I'm ready. I'm ready for their wild ride. Speaking of wild rides, though, I should really one of these days actually play Zero Time Dilemma just to finish it off. Even though I've heard Zero Time Dilemma is not amazing, but
Zero Time Dilemma is it is certainly a game that came out that concludes the story. I will say
that's what I mean. That's the sentiment I'm talking about. But yeah, regardless, I do want to at least give it a shot at some point. Because I was invested in I replayed 999 and VLR like before it came out, and then I was like, I don't feel like purchasing it right now. So I haven't played it.
Yeah, I am decidedly most a fan of the Wait, oh, that is one? Okay, hang on.
Yeah, sorry, I was marking.
Okay. Yeah, I am most a fan of 999. Like, VLR was fine. And then Zero Time Dilemma was, yeah, that happened.
I think I liked VLR more. mostly because there was constantly, like, the story was changing. Or, like, you didn't have to keep replaying tons of sections and, like, just holding down the buttons. And it felt less like guesswork on whether or not you were going to end up in the right order.
I mean, you really only have to go down the really bad ends, like, once. And then it, like, literally pops up a movie that says, hey, dipshit, go down these doors next.
I mean, maybe I didn't even realize that. It's been a long time since I played. I played on the original DS release, so it's been a while since the first time I played it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for misremembering anything about it, but yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It is pretty explicit about which way you need to be going.
Yeah, I just didn't remember that. 2/4, that's gonna have to cut off there. 'Cause the 4 can only go out to here.
Is there a reason this can't be the part of the 4?
Because it could be the space there for the 2 on this side.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't this be the 4 and then have the 2 be, like, over here?
I don't know.
Oh! Right, okay, no, I'm with you,
Okay. But yeah, I like VLR a lot. I feel like I might enjoy 999 more now that there's that different version of it, the newer version, that has like voice acting and things like that. A little bit higher res and everything. But at the same time, I feel like I don't need to get it because I've already played and beaten it multiple times.
Also,
so getting it again would just be like a curiosity more than anything else.
Also, something of interest, I guess, regarding that is that I don't actually know, like, what did they end up doing to the final puzzle in the new versions?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, 7 cannot be anywhere up here because of corner stuff.
If you don't know, the final puzzle of 999 basically requires you to turn your DS upside down for it, which was mostly just an aesthetic thing. There's reasons for it, but it was mostly like they could probably come up with another way to handle it. I just don't know how they would do it. But I guess just have to figure out what they did for the Vita version.
Wait, hang on. Is that? Let me. Can this be 1 skip? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skip. Okay, that can be the 1. Never mind.
Is that the 5 up there though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could be.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 1 skip, 1, 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's it would be interesting to see how they did it.
You can probably just look it up later. There's a 4 that's been filled in here.
Oh, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the bottom.
Oh, well, I can't tell that. Could be in the middle. I doubt it is, but it could be.
Oh, no, that's not gonna be. We go down here, that works. We go in the middle here, 1, 2, 3, yep, there it is.
Oh, this column is done.
It's the other fun thing about actually having to mark all these things is the constant, oh, this is finished. When did we do this?
Yeah. It's looking like a bicycle.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely a bicycle. I'm just gonna mark.
This one's finished. This is...
Okay, well, Nope, no, it goes here, not there.
This one's almost done as well. Oop. Shit.
Stealing my squares like that.
You bet. That's all I care about in this life. Being the best at Picross.
It's a noble goal. Okay, hang on. Let's see. This is the 3, which means that's got to be up here. Okay, that's done. These are 11 and 12s. They must... Okay, hang on. This is 1, 2, 5, 5. Yes.
This has to be the 5.
Okay, here's the 11 and the 1. So then there was the recent Nintendo Direct, in which we all learned about Isabelle is coming to smash some faces in.
I figured that was it would happen. I didn't think she was gonna be a full character. Though she does kind of look like a semi-clone, kind of like a Young Link, Toon Link situation.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
There's a lot of Villager in her moveset.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, again, that's fine.
People have been drawing a lot of good art. That's honestly some of the most fun part about when Smash stuff gets announced, is just people going crazy and like drawing all sorts of fun stuff. Though I liked in massive air quotes the guy today in the Smash thread who was like, people were saying Miss Pac-Man should be, and someone asked why about how people want all these like females in the game or whatever, and someone was like, oh, obviously it's because they want more females in there so they can have more specific types of porn. And it's like, what? Good job, buddy.
You did it. You're the creep.
They can have porn that caters to their very specific needs.
Well,
because it's in Smash, and therefore they will get more porn.
Well,
it's like,
you know...
Come on, man.
You know...
I mean, they're not wrong. But there are other reasons people want female characters in the game. It's just you don't go and say that one.
See, here and I was getting ready to make a joke about Ganondorf and Dedede, but, you know, sure, we'll go with that. That's better.